Hi, so this is a brief video for the question 1 in Lab 1 assignment deployment, and I will go through the code there, run it, and show some examples to see how it works. First of all, we just run the code there. So question 1 is for searching a string to return the first non-repeated letter. So we just create something. We can copy the name of the function and then type in something like hello world. That's a common phrase, right? And then see what happens. So we don't see any other H in this phrase, only one H. So H is the first non-repeated word in this question. And they did return the first one, so that function works. We can try another example, like deep learning, and D, also the first letter is an unrepeated letter. So thank you. That's it for the first question. Here we go. So what's up, guys? I want to explain the deployment process of the question 2. So we have two files there. The question is we have to exclude all words in file 2 that in the new file 1. It means, okay, we have two files there. Like file 1 is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and file 2 is E, F, G. So the code will return the new file 1, which is only A, B, C, D without E, F, G, because those words are in file 2, right? Okay, let's just start it. We run the code, and then it will take some time. Python is kind of low, but yeah, low speed, but it's fine. We just click and then reopen the file 1. They should return us a new file 1 without EFG. Right, that makes sense, right? That's how it works. And then the code like that. I have explained all this stuff in my report, so thanks for listening. Okay, so we come to the question 3, right? Question 3 is really simple. It's just like finding the symmetrical difference between the two sets. Because the question said they will offer we two lists, one for attending Python class, one for attending the web class. I don't know what is it, but yeah. So we can just run the code to see whether it can find the difference between the two sets. We can first set A is equal to, just make it simple, A, B, and C, right? Then we can set the set B, which is C, D, and E. So, and then we just put it into the function, called the function. Then they should return us AB, right? That makes sense. The order isn't matter because they're just a list of students, so it doesn't mean who should be the first one, so it doesn't matter. Thanks for listening to question 3, deployment. Hi, so this is the fourth questions in deployment process. So for the fourth question, we have to build such a system called hospital admission system. So Actually, they don't have explicit requirement, so I just do whatever I want, which might satisfy the features. And okay, let me just explain it firstly. So the first one is the hospital class. It's all classes parent and it does nothing there. So the second class is pension, and it's a subclass of the hospital, and you can create a new pension. You can display all the pension, and you can delete some pensions. All objects in this class will be added into such a list. It's something for counting. It's not really important in that program, but it could be something more. Then it has a subclass called series pension. Like you can imagine it from its name, right? And yeah, they have some same functions there, and function for a class for doctor, class for book. So book is kind of a special case. It is a subclass of pension, and book mean you can when someone want to check in the hospital, it means he will become a new patient, and then we will call the pensions class constructors automatically because someone check in, he's in the line, so he's in the list of the pension too, and then we will add his name into the list of this line. We can displace it, remove it, like the pension class. And then finally, we have the nurse class. It's something like the doctor class, whatever. And so, just want to verify how it works. It is well, it is good or not. So I create several instances, and then we can just run it firstly to see how it works. So we create an object for the class hospital. It's just a test. So and then we create an object for the book class whose patient's name is Jack, and Jack is in the line. And then we create a new patient called Rat in the patient class. It's different from the book class, but book is the subclass of patient, so they're all in the list of patient. So Jack and Rat are also in the list. And then we create a serious patient called Tom, and we display the serious function. But yeah, only Tom display because this function is only we are calling the display function in the serious patients class. So it means they won't the first binding is on no the late binding, yeah. For late binding call it they won't display the list of patient, they will display the list of serious patient. That's what it means. And we add an object to the doctor class, displayed it, an object to the nurse class called Janie, and displayed it, and finally we deleted the rat, who is the patient. And then we can check it in the panel. It was deleted. So everything's fine. Thanks for watching. Hello guys, so we come to the last question, which is the question 5, and we have to scrap the website and parse it and save all the data in the table in this website into a file. Here we go. So let me just run the module firstly. The question requires us to use the beautiful SOAP4 and request module, but yeah, I tried it, but it's kind of complicated. So I switched to the pandas module, which is way more convenient, and yeah, it's useful. Then if we want to use a request, we can just like store the, if we want to use the request module, I'm assuming, so we have to store the website URL into a URL variable and then call the get function in the request module and then use the beautiful soups function find to find out all those table code. It's tr, right, in the html code in the website, and then we find out all the tr, and then they will and then use a for loop to copy all of them, look through all of them, and then store them into such a list. Yeah, and write them down into the file. So it's kind of complicated, but yeah, that's why I choose pandas. So in pandas, you only have to use like the read HTML function is crazy fantastic, because you just pass the URL as an argument and then pass 0 for indexation, and then they will look at all those table data in this website from the 0 position. It's just like a pointer to point at the position 0, and then you can print it out. I print it out in a panel to show how it works, and it works very well. And then to open it into a file and write it down so I can show you in such a table txt. It works really well, right? So yeah, it's a thing. Thank you very much.